Reporter: Mr. President, Iran has said that if you put soldiers on their hallowed ground, it'll be like another Vietnam. Are you afraid of that? President: I'm not afraid of anything. Reporter: How about the Einstein files?
If you smell!
I can summarize the current combat like this. Week 1, we won. Week 2, we're winning. Week 3, please send help. If I had $1 for every time that social communism worked, I'd have exactly $0. Ironically, if communist socialism did work, I'd still have $0. A Middle Eastern Arab man and a Jewish man are standing in front of a statue of Hitler. The Jewish man spits on the statue, and the Arab man asks, "Why did you do that?" The Jewish man replies, "Because he killed half of my people." The Middle Eastern Arab man then gathers a big gobber and spits all over the statue. The Jewish man asks him, "Why did you do that?" The Arab man says, "'Cause he didn't kill the other half." Oh! Son: Dad, why do you keep a picture of Mom in your wallet? Dad: So I'll always remember the reason it's empty. Okay, hands up if during a complete power outage you've ever looked for your phone whilst using your phone's flashlight.
I wanna love you.
What was cosplay considered to be back in the 80s? Having a drink with Bill Cosby. A real redneck made his way to the hospital as his wife was having a baby. Upon arriving, he sat down as the nurse approached and said, "Congratulations, sir, your wife had quintuplets. 5 big, bouncing baby boys." The redneck stands up all proud and says, "I'm not surprised. I got a penis the size of a chimney, you know." The nurse replies, "Well, you might want to get it cleaned out, because they're all black." Madonna is 67 years old and her boyfriend is 28. Cher is 80 years old and her boyfriend is 37. So, ladies, if you're still single at 55, forget about it! Your boyfriend hasn't been born yet. What do Santa Claus and Bill Cosby have in common? They both come while you're asleep.
Ho, ho, ho.
Attention, ladies. If you are or get pregnant and you find out that you'll be having a baby boy, consider naming him Gotham. That way, when he starts crying and fussing in the middle of the night, all you gotta do is hit your man and whisper, "Baby, Gotham needs you." It won't matter if it's 3 a.m. or 5 a.m., if it's the first time or the 1,000th time. He'll 100% hear you. Get up and take care of it. And then you can get your precious shut-eye.
I'm Batman.
Wife: So who's playing the new Batman? Husband: Robert Pattinson. Wife: So vampires do turn into bats. Why does Batman wear a mask? 'Cause the citizens of Gotham aren't morons like those idiots over in Metropolis. The other day, I called up my landlord and said, "I got a leak in my sink." He said, "Go on ahead, I don't judge." I was talking to one of my American friends on the phone the other day, and I had to burst out laughing when he went off, asking where his Doge refund checks were and why weren't medication prescriptions 1,500% cheaper. And why wasn't gas under $2 yet? And why weren't the groceries any cheaper? And where was the tariff checks that were promised? Don't you just hate seeing when someone is eating yogurt out of that little container and spends like 15 minutes going crazy, scraping the bottom of the container so they can get every last drop of it? And you feel like telling them, hey, jabron, it's yogurt, not cocaine. Interviewer: Tony, I'm going to ask you a question, but your answer must be quick. Me: okay. Interviewer: what's 47 times 12? Me: quick. My wife asked me why I had the OnlyFans app on my phone. I said to help fund her sister's college tuition. Who is the most cosplayed character of all time? Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho.
A trick says to an escort, damn, it's so hot in here. Don't you have AC? Escort: nope, only fans. Isn't it an absolute conundrum and hilariously funny when a man says to his woman, not all men are the same, babe, but when his woman starts to have a male friend that she met at the gym, he'll be like, babe, he doesn't just want to be your friend, you know. I know how men think. What did Arnold Schwarzenegger have to say when he and some of his friends decided to cosplay as famous composers?
I'll be back.
Why is OnlyFans cheaper in Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri? Family discount. Why did the current president predominantly only date and marry immigrants? 'Cause once again, immigrants are doing the jobs no American wants to do. A big shout out to all of the youths out there buying bottle service with rent money. If Ring Around the Rosie is a messed up nursery rhyme about the bubonic plague, then I say we gotta work on making a COVID nursery rhyme for kids to creepily sing for generations to come. We'll call it 6 Feet from Grandma, 'cause that's how many feet you had to be from her while watching her die. What you talking about, Willis? A man from France, a man from Britain, and a man from the USA are on a big expedition in the Amazon jungle. After a while of backpacking in the dense jungle, they get lost. As they're walking, suddenly the bushes jump up in the air and big burly men with spears appear. One tribesman says, hey, you're on our sacred land, so what we're going to do is skin you alive and then use your flesh to make canoes. But because we're nice tribal savages, we'll let you choose how you die. The man from France says, bring me le poisson. The man from Britain says, bring me the revolver. And the man from New York said, bring me a fork. The tribesmen were confused with the fork, but still brought the items and gave it to them. The guy from France says, for France, and he drinks the poison and dies. The man from Britain says, long live the king, and he shoots himself and dies. The man from New York City started stabbing his whole entire body with the fork and says, make a canoe out of this, jabrones.